What's going on, guys? So I have a special item here. I mentioned that I was going to be going on a little vacation, and that is going to happen. I'm not going to say exactly when or exactly where. I did mention I'm going out of the country, and because of that, it made me think of this item. This is an item I've had for years. I got this in a trade years ago, and I thought, what an awesome opportunity to possibly carry it or EDC it when I go on my vacation. So the big question is, where am I going? Right? Where am I going? I will let you guys know that I am going to Canada. Yeah. My neighbors to the north. In fact, a lot of you guys are Canadian who watch the videos. And I think that's super cool. And if you want to send DMs and ask me in more details about stuff, maybe I'll divulge it. Depends. You know, I know a lot of people like, hey, we got to meet up. I'll buy you a beer. We got to go out to dinner. We got to see this. You got to do that. Canada's a big place, by the way. It's huge. If you don't know, Canada is massive. So where I'm going is, I will say it's, you know, kind of touristy. It's, you know, I'm not just going randomly out in the wilderness somewhere. I'm doing a touristy type thing. It's going to be super fun. I will definitely divulge more stuff, and I'll try to, I mean, I want to enjoy the vacation. I don't want to just be that guy who's always filming stuff, you know. It's in me because I'm a YouTuber. It's what I do. I film stuff, especially my experiences. I'm sure I'll have some footage here and there and some videos, but I probably won't post those until I get back. It's mostly just a security thing. You know what I mean? Whenever I've gone on any trip or vacation, you guys don't know until I get back because I don't want to divulge I'm going to be gone. Does that make sense? It seems pretty straightforward stuff. But yeah, I'm going to Canada. And because of that, the first thing I remembered is that I have a Canadian themed Zippo. It's very special to me. This one is serialized. There was 25,000 made. Knowing that, the Zippo collectors might be able to figure out what it is. This one is number 23,329. Comes in a cool little case here. There it is. We got the maple leaf. Collector's edition, serial numbered, Zippo Canada. All right, so we open it up. Nice presentation box. Got a little paperwork here. All right, first let's take a look at the lighter, and we'll take a look at the other stuff. This one is, in fact, silver plated. All right, which is pretty cool. You guys know I love my silver. So what we have here is the final production run for the Niagara Falls, Canada plant. All right, you can see on there 1949 on the left to 2002. Collector's edition, you got the maple leaf, Zippo Canada. Now, the big thing, we look at the bottom stamp. Well, that looks weird. Niagara Falls, Canada? Aren't Zippos made in Bradford, Pennsylvania? They sure are. But not all Zippos. From 2000, well, it ended in 2002, but from 1949 to 2002, there were some Zippos that were made in Canada, not in America. All right, so we got a little reading here. Read that real quick for you. It says, Certificate of Authenticity. This limited edition Zippo windproof lighter signifies the end of an era, marking the final production run at the Zippo Canada factory in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Opened August 19th, 1949, Zippo Canada was the only place other than Bradford, Pennsylvania, where Zippo lighters were ever produced. Operations included the fit-up of lighter case and insert, surface customization, cleaning, and packaging. Limited to 25,000 pieces, each individually numbered silver-plated lighter carries the final imprint of the Zippo Canada bottom stamp. So yeah, there's Niagara Falls Zippos, or Canadian Zippos. The numbers are nowhere near, like, I don't know the exact percentage, but it's like 99+% of Zippos were made in Bradford, Pennsylvania, right, in America, since 1932 when they were invented or created. But the factory in Canada, right, in Niagara Falls, was one that would, as you heard, they would do different fitment and different parts of different processes. But when they got finished there, they did get, in fact, the bottom stamp, the Niagara Falls, Canada stamp, right? So that makes it special. Like, if you're a collector, you can just go on, you know, eBay or wherever you want to look for your lighters and stuff, or if you happen to go to antique places or thrift shops, you find these old lighters. Occasionally, you'll run across a Canadian Zippo. I have one with the New York Giants logo on it. It was something that was probably sold at Niagara Falls. Like, if you go to Niagara Falls for a vacation, they have gift shops and stuff. When you're buying the Zippos there, wouldn't it make sense that all of them would be Niagara Falls? Right? It was just a great opportunity. They're right there. They finished those Zippos. They make special, maybe Niagara Falls or Canadian themed, you know, designs for the front. And they sell them to tourists, you know, well, not just tourists, anyone who wants to buy them. But yeah, so if you didn't know, yes, some Zippos were, in fact, made in Canada. So here's the big question. I wanted to sell or trade this. So I will say this. If anyone is interested in buying this or trading something for it, I'd be open to that. But only until the day I leave, right? I love this as a collectible. I never wanted to use it because it comes in this beautiful packaging and it's limited, all that stuff. But here's the deal. When I leave for my trip to go to Canada, if this is still in my possession, I'm going to throw out all the packaging. I'm going to take the lighter out of its, you know, pristine little case here. I'm going to just put it in my EDC and carry it. And then I'll carry it my whole trip, and it'll be a fun little, you know, memory. And when I come back, I'll just have that in my collection. I'll use it, and I won't worry about the collector aspect of it. It'll just be another Zippo. No big deal, right? Well, it'll have some sentimental value to me at that point. So yeah, so if you guys are interested, you can hit me up on Instagram at CutleryLoverJeff. That's my Instagram name there. If you're interested. If you're not, you'll find out. If you watch the videos, I'll let you guys know if I carried it or not. I'll definitely do a Canadian EDC update video, stuff like that. Obviously, I can't bring my gun. Knives are very limited. If you're, you know, a Canadian viewer, you understand that. I have to do some more research as to what I can bring in the country. I am going to be driving, you know, my truck into Canada. I'll be driving my own vehicle in Canada. So I have, you know, a lot more research to do. I have plenty of time to do it. But yeah, if you guys have any, you know, info for me, like, you know, maybe limitations on knives and stuff. Just a very quick search I did. It appears like you can't have knives you can flick open. Anything with centrifugal force, like, you know, crossing the border. So like that, that might be an issue. I want to say the blade length was like 2 3/4 inches maybe or less, you know, so most of what I like to carry, I can't have. You know, obviously no autos, balisongs, things like that. But we'll see. We'll see what happens there. But I do have to be careful. I definitely don't want to get arrested in Canada. That'd be stupid. So that's it. I just wanted to share this with you guys. It's a very cool piece. It's going to be an awesome collectible for someone, or it's just going to be part of my users. And at that point, because I brought it to Canada and carried it there, it'd just be a fun story, you know, and it'll just be part of my EDC rotation. I have, you know, a couple Zippo lighters. I just showed this one in another video that have a sentimental value to me, obviously. This one has my channel logo on it, so I'll always have this Zippo. And this will just be one that goes in rotation that I'll just always have, no matter what. You know what I mean? So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I just want to share with you guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.